Michael Bisping versus Anderson Silva. Is this a good matchup? Is it not a good matchup? I don't really know, but I'll tell you one thing. I don't ever root for Michael Bisping, ever. I don't know who he would have to fight for me to root for him. I don't dislike Michael Bisping as much as I once did. He's, I guess he's somewhat tolerable now. I used to really not like the guy. As far as his fight style and his fights, I'm just not a big fan, regardless of his personality. I don't really like watching the guy fight that much, but I never pick Michael Bisping to win. For some reason, I always think he's going to lose. I think he's going to lose this fight. But he does shock me, and he wins fights. Like when he beat Kung Lee, I really thought Kung Lee was going to win. I think it's just, I don't know, I'm just biased because I don't really like the guy. I would rather see him lose maybe. But like I said, I kind of got over that. But for some reason, I still don't ever pick him to win. I mean, and which is kind of silly because he has so many wins and he's a good fighter. But yeah, I see Anderson Silva win this fight. I mean, if Anderson couldn't box up if Nick Diaz couldn't box up Anderson Silva, then Michael Bisping's not going to. And when I mean Nick Diaz couldn't do it, I mean Nick Diaz, he lost the fight. So yeah, he looked great, did a lot better than most people thought he was going to do. And in my reckoning, I think that Nick Diaz could have won that fight. But the thing is, Anderson Silva is going to be better in this fight against Bisping than he was against Nick Diaz. I mean, he was coming back from his leg break, and he seemed like he was a little hesitant to pull the trigger. Although he threw some strikes, he threw some stuff at Nick, he just didn't catch him. I think things are going to be different against Michael Bisping. I think he's going to be a little bit more refined. His movement, avoiding Michael Bisping's strikes, he's going to be able to do that. I don't see Bisping is going to end up chasing after him, and he's going to run into to something coming out of Anderson Silva, and I expect Anderson Silva to be a little more refined, even with the drug testing, because it does look like Anderson Silva was probably on taking steroids for all his highlight reel knockouts. Boom, it does appear that was the case, seeing as there was like steroids on his shelf when he was giving a tour of his house, and then characteristic of the steroids that they had saw were weakening of the bones, and he broke his leg and all this. So it does appear to be the case. Is he going to be off steroids for this fight? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But even with him off, I mean, he is a skilled fighter, and I think he's going to be. I think he's going to come in good shape, and Michael Bisping is he's no kid either. So I expect Anderson Silva to win this fight. It is, I don't know what would have been a better matchup for these guys. I don't know. It's a great matchup for Bisping. If Bisping beats Anderson Silva, that'll be pretty cool for him, I guess. I think, and this is props to Nick Diaz. I think Anderson Silva is going to run right through Michael Bisping, knock him out,